Well, hi there, good looking. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just in case you haven't met yet, my name is Chris Acton with Acting Creative, and this is Live at the Loom. Woohoo! Every Thursday, well, darn near every Thursday, we do a little gathering, a little online gathering. Yes, that's what happens here. We talk about weaving and life, and whatever else comes up, and undoubtedly something else will come up. It's very true. I kind of bank on that. You know this, right? My little cheat sheet of notes is only about 8 items long. So I bank on you guys helping me fill in the time. Everyone, please give a warm hello and thank you to Lori, our gatekeeper. Ooh, I got a frog in the throat. Hold on that. Everyone say hello to Lori. She is monitoring all the things, making sure we're in a safe space, and mostly that I don't screw up too badly. That is really, that is typically, sometimes her job is hard. Let me just tell you. Sometimes, poor Lori, I need to give her a raise. All right, let me shout out some hellos here. Hello, Connie Peterson. Hello, Jennifer Fowler. Hello, Diana Smith and Donna Cunningham. Wow, look at everyone. Hello, Anne. How are you, Anne in Cyprus? Let's see who else made it in today. Hello, Kathy. Kathy, aka Marvin. We love that. Let's see. Oh, Ernie's here. Let's see. Wait. Hello, everyone. Hello from sunny but cold Quartzsite, Arizona. Sunny but cold. Okay, I can appreciate that, Ernie. Hello, Carrie in Spain. Hello, Gemma. Let's see. She says, hey there, just got on the train. Gemma is typically on some kind of public transit while we're doing this. So cold here. And of course, I didn't wear enough to the studio. It would be a soup day for me today. Ooh, it's a good day for soup. Do you know what? I just made soup the other day. But I got to be honest, by the time like the next day came around, it wasn't soup anymore. Have you ever had one of those where this was a lentil and pasta mix and it just like sucked up all the liquid? So it's not soup anymore. It was soup for one day, basically. I need to add some more chicken broth or something to it because it didn't stay soup very long. It is delicious, but it didn't stay soup for very long. Okay. Let's see. Oh, what we're talking about hamburger soup? Is that what we're talking about, Lori? Lori and I are trying to find our groove. Pardon us while we try to find our groove. We'll get it. We'll get it. Uh-huh. Let's see. Connie, I think, said she was spinning. She's working with an unknown soft white, got a massive amount of roving from a friend and hope to spin enough for a blanket. The weft. I like that. Score one for spinning, huh? Let's see. Hello, Mary Howard. Mary's on today. I like that. Excellent. Okay. Hello, Jennifer Fowler. What is up with the crazy weather? The next winter storm come through are supposed to go through the southern states. Okay. My friends in kind of the middle, kind of south of me, but then that you guys have had some I will agree, Jennifer Fowler, you have had some crazy weather. That is for sure. Unusual. Hello, Kathy. Thank you. Okay. we're still, like I said, we're finding our groove. Just sit tight, friends. We'll figure it out. Thank you, Kathy. I am feeling better. I am not 100%. Do you know what's so weird? It's kind of like, it feels like I survived the COVID mess, but then I was left with a head cold. That's kind of what it feels like. You still kind of hear it, can't you? It's still in my nose. I'm still doing a little sneezing, a little congestion. It's the winter cold that won't go away. It's happening. Yeah. I still can't taste anything. By the way, my lovely thank you for the Alex Madison mug warmer right there. In my mug is just hot water. I am still in the I can't taste things, which is just not fun. It's just not fun. I've slowly been trying a few teas to see if I can taste anything, and I've got one. It's a little kind of nutty. It's a Gen Matcha, and I could taste that a little bit. The green is useless. I can't taste any green. Black. I haven't tried black in a while, but the whole not tasting anything. It's not. No. It's not fun. Okay, let's see what else we have got going on here today. Hello, Sherry. Yeah, Sherry says you're still sounding congested. Yes, you're right on there, friend. I am still congested, that's for sure. Hello, Elizabeth. Hello, Shannon. Shannon made it today. Woohoo! Yay! Hi, Tamison. Oh, Tamison's watching from work. Shh, we won't tell anyone. If you need a note, I'm here for you, Tamison. She said, "Hello, Lori with the misbehaving fingers." We like to keep it interesting, friends. Hello, Priscilla. How are you, darling? Mary says, I can only stay for a part this morning. The hubby's doctor's appointments, but we'll finish on the replay. Excellent. We love it when you could join us anytime, Mary. That is always a treat. Hello, Martha. She said, I'm sounding better. Okay, good. I'm glad I'm sounding better. And honestly, the God's honest truth is I am feeling much better. I am not quite 100%, but I'm getting better. So, we'll take it. We'll take it, friend. Okay. Yeah, thank you. That's perfect. Maureen says, good morning. I have a question for you. When you do rep weave with rug warp, what is your set? Ooh, Maureen, I love this question. When I use just an 8/4 rug warp, I set it at 24 inches per inch. I want them like shoulder to shoulder. I want those warp yarns really, really close. Is that typically what you do, Maureen? What is your have you done that before? Let me know what you recommend there in your experience. Hello, Laura Miser. Hello. Hello, Sam. Sam says hello from cold and sunny Southwest Ontario. I love it. Hello, Sue Ann from Seattle. Fantastic. Okay, wait a minute. Jennifer says, next time, rinse your pasta in cold water after cooking and before putting in the soup. Oh, aren't you clever? That'll keep my pasta from sucking up all the liquid. Is that right? See, I always learn things here. Weaving and other. Hello, Diana. Milder weather in West Tennessee. Excellent. Hello, Kathy Stevens. Hello. Hello. What is this, Priscilla? It's supposed to stay crazy here. We got over 8 inches of snow. What? That's wild, Priscilla. Are you home on a snow day? Is that what allows you to hang with us today? That you're not, monitoring all the little children in the library? Hello, Carol. She says, late off the bike. Good morning, everyone. Someone's doing some kind of exercise. It's a good thing. Jennifer Fowler, 53 in Middle Tennessee. Yeah. Diana says, the colds from that virus last about a month. You'll be okay. Thank you, Diana. I like it. I need the encouragement. Honestly, I'll take it. It is really, yeah. Mary says, hubby and I were sick over Christmas and New Year's, and our hangover is extreme fatigue. I get it. Believe me, friends, there's a serious advantage to working at home because the amount of days I take a nap in the chair after lunch. That's, yep, it happens. It happens. Yeah, November plague. Yeah. I understand that. Hello, Kim. How are you? Oh, hello, Cindy. Okay, Cindy and I got to meet on Zoom for the first time the other day. It was such a treat because, I feel like I know all of you, but most of you I couldn't pick out of a lineup. So it was so nice to put a name with a face. That was so, Cindy, what a treat that was. That was so nice. Okay, Carol recommends an 8/4 at 24 inches per inch. Pardon me, for rep weave. I hope that helps, Maureen. Let us know if you have good luck with that, or if it if you'd like it smaller or farther apart. Sam says snowy, not sunny. Very, very snowy. I like it. Let's see. Gemma says, finally got my rigid heddle warped, but can't rotate the backbeat. This sounds like music. My arm is still weak from being used as a pincushion on Monday. Oh, black and blue. Oh, I'm so sorry, honey. Please feel better. Please feel better. Let's see. Connie says, I don't like close warps. My normal is 15, but I did 20 for the October weave along, and Cherry did not like being so crowded. Connie, I totally hear you, but for rep weave, you have to have it really close because you only want to see the warp. That's the whole shtick. That's the whole shtick with the rep weave. Kathy says 21 degrees, but sunny and dry. Okay, Priscilla says no, the snow is melted, and the next wave isn't here yet. We were out last Friday for snow. I'm stickering new books this morning. Ooh, fun. Okay. Can I just say that I would secretly love to do that. When I was a page at a library for I don't know, a year and a half, like part-time, like 15 hours a week maybe. It was very part-time. I loved it. I thought if I could get, if I could make a living just putting away books, I would totally do it. It was the most fun thing ever. I know. I'm a little weird like that. It's okay. You know me. All right. Oh, hello, Alexis from Iowa. Watching while working. I love it. Looking forward to listening while coding. Ooh, that sounds very, you sound very smart. You're coding. That sounds awesome. Let's see. Ooh, pardon me. Ooh, wow. I got, there's things shaking and moving around. I'm all over the place. Okay. All right. Maureen says the project I'm doing has rep we've set at 36. I have to use a weaving sword to clear the shed. It's going very slow. I'll try 24 next time. That sounds tight. That sounds, yeah, Maureen, that sounds snug. That's an interesting that they recommended that. You never know, huh? Carol says she bikes 84 miles a week, no matter the weather, inside or out. Carol, that's impressive. You get a gold star, sister. That's amazing. Hello from Wisconsin. Finally able to use live captioning with YouTube. I can understand most everything you're saying. That's so fun. Oh, you can't hear. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, Sky, I'm so glad you're here. And I'm glad that you gave us that little tip. That's incredible. Welcome, welcome. We're so glad you're here. Let's see. Yeah. Here was Lori, friendly gatekeeper against the trolls. Thankfully, I don't want to jinx it. I was going to say we haven't had trolls in a while, but I don't want to jinx it. Nope. Carol says, 49 here tomorrow and high of 8 on Monday. Wind chills at negative 15. Yeah. Was it yesterday when I got up? The temperature was 2. And I don't mean like 22 or 32. I mean 2, like 2 degrees. Just 2. I was like, no, this is cold. Kim says she did a spinning and weaving demonstration for a 5th grade class yesterday. Kim, that's fantastic. How fun. How did they take it? Were they just fascinated? I think, what is that, 5th grade? Is that, are you about 12 in 5th grade? 11, somewhere in there? I could see how they still they might not be too cool for that kind of thing. That's awesome. Very nice. Oh, no. Cindy says YouTube crashed as you mentioned me on the Zoom. Now, after you watch it, I was nice. You know I was, Cindy. That's so funny. That is awesome. Let's see. Carol says my ankle band loom is at 32, but I use a beading sword to pack it, and it's tight. Yeah, tight. Mm-hmm. Yep. Is it Alexis set up the loom in my something office? I weave during the meetings. About to finish scarves. Good for you. That is fantastic. See, I love that. What a great crew we have today. How fun. Okay, so we have things to chat about here, friends. First of all, it is the last day. It's the last day of the Dress Your Loom course. Friends, I am closing up all of the doors at 4 p.m. today. So if you were thinking that you want to participate in the January 2025 class, today's the day to do it. I would love to have you join us. It's shaping up to be just a really special class, and we'll save you a seat. So do not forget, 4 p.m. is when we're closing the doors today. You know what? I feel like I always get tired by the time the promotion, kind of the registration celebration, if you will. By the time that's done, I always get really kind of tired. I'm like, it's a lot of me just jabbering, isn't it? But I always get so excited to teach the class. It is really just one of my favorite things. So for anyone who's on the fence, let me know if you have questions, and I will help you make a decision either way. So friends, tell me what is on your loom. Let me know. What are you working on? Hello, Sally. I like how you spell your name, honey. That's very cool. I have 2 Gilmores and 1 baby wolf. Amazing. Look at you. That's a nice little setup you got there. Connie says, how do you do your class? Is it like this type of questions, or is it like Zoom? Connie, it is, the class is, it's all pre-recorded. But I release one module, and then there's a live component. So there is a Zoom with me every week. so that you can ask questions and I can help you. My goal is just to kind of help you keep moving, right? I don't want you to get stuck. So, yeah, it's some pre-recorded and then live interaction with me. It's very fun. Here is Kimberly. She says, "Wow, I have warp urine. I didn't have 8-4, so I had to break my no buy in 2025 rule." She's ready. Kimberly is pumped. I can't wait to have oh shoot. What's the Loom's name, Kimberly? I'm drawing a blank. I know we talked about it. I can see it. I just can't think of the name. We talked about by the way, Kimberly, let me put this back up for just a second. Kimberly has her own YouTube channel, and she had me on as a guest, which was so fun. We had a great time, and we just talked about life and weaving and the Dress Your Loom course. So if you want to go check out, it's Kimberly with Knit for Brains. Go say hi to her, which is awesome. Mary says, "I'm so excited for the class. Woohoo! Have a lot to learn for your new to you loom." Mary, you made out like a bandit. That is awesome. Mm-hmm. Yep. Elizabeth says she's correcting threading and slang errors. Ugh. Sometimes that happens, doesn't it? Right? It's we feel you. Mm-hmm. Sky says, "I just got a 36-inch weaving with floor loom. Perfect. 4 shafts, direct tie-up, and trying to learn about this loom. Old loom. It needs cleaning, but I have questions about the tie-up. Ropes or a couple crossed. Oh, interesting. Sky, is it if it's direct tie-up, do you have one tie-up per shaft, correct? You let me know if that's how it's set up. We'll help however we can here. No worries. We're a helpful bunch. Oh, Fiona, thank you. Thank you, Kimberly. Fiona, the floor loom. Yes. Mm-hmm. Gemma says she's finally rethreaded the floor loom too and got 2 new something of merino for a Ukraine scarf. Oh, wonderful. Gemma, that's going to be beautiful. Keep us posted. Oh, Sue Ann is doing crook broad. I never know if I say that right. Y'all correct me if that's way off. She's doing coasters or / mug rugs are just off the loom. Now doing a Damascus edge, knotting on the edges and cutting fringe. Sue Ann, darling, what is a Damascus edge? That sounds fancy and fun. I have not heard of that. See, there's always so much to learn. Okay, I am so sorry, darling. Will you tell me your name? Like, I kept it in my head for like a minute. Is it Alexis? Do I remember that correctly? Or no, it's something else. She said, "After these scarves, I'm going to warp a sample for making coverlets." Oh, fun. I only got my Ashford Jack for Christmas and immediately wanted to do the most complicated thing. Join the club, darling. You are in good company. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're in good company. Let's go from 0 to the hardest thing I got. I love it. That's awesome. Yes, Fiona the floor loom. That is Kimberly's loom. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, Carrie says, "I am prepping a warp for more M's and O's, this time combining with Huck laces." Fun. Okay, if you guys haven't tried some M's and O's, it's very fun. It refers to no, I'm thinking of M's and W's. See, I tend to switch them in my head. M's and W's are threading. M's and O's are it's a pattern, right? Listen to me. I'm just batting 1,000 here. Sally says, "I am working on a commission rug. It is a Shetland core spun that'll be 3x5. Sally, that sounds beautiful. Do you do a lot of rugs? We're so curious. Please tell us more." Kathy's doing clasp weft. Is it clasp or clasped with an ED? You let me know. Weft on the rigid heddle and still the October weave on the table loom. You know what? As long as you keep working on it at some point, no worries. Oh yes, we did have a blast, Kimberly. That was very, very fun. Yes, I cannot wait to reunite with you and Fiona very soon. It's gonna be awesome. Sam got a new book. Ooh, speaking my language. And I'm warping for a cats project. Oh, hoping to sell pillows with the cat pattern to support my favorite charity. Oh, Sam is the best. If you guys haven't hung out with Sam yet, she's the coolest. She's into cats and complicated weaving patterns and vintage cars and all kinds of cool things. Well, hello, Janice. I have small rugs being woven on the store loom. Is it Kessenich? I've seen the name. I don't know how to pronounce it though. Kessenich? A 32-inch 4-shaft. That sounds beautiful. Janice and I got to hang out the other day when Cindy was there with us. It was so much fun. Janice, it was such a treat to meet you. That was awesome. Priscilla, oh, I'm sorry. That was me, Lori. I'm sorry. Priscilla says, I died of warp in the snow. What? Getting ready to get it going on Darling, the 4-shaft Norwood. A warp in the snow. Who is it that does is it ice dyeing, snow dyeing? I feel like I should know who that is. There's a weaver that does that, which is very, very cool. Connie says she's starting a poncho or a vest for me. Yay! Connie's weaving for her. That's awesome. Connie, if you guys don't know this about Connie, Connie has a rather large family, and she's so sweet and is always weaving things for everyone else in the family. So this is huge. Connie, we're very proud, and we support you in all of your efforts here, sister. Sky says, shafts 3 and 4 don't come up easily when I push the treadles down with my feet. Oh, gotcha. Like the action just isn't doing what it's supposed to. Is that right, Sky? Okay, so someone who is better with the fixing looms than I am, give Sky a suggestion for what to look for to make that a little simpler. Lori asked what brand of loom is your loom, Sky? Let us know. Jennifer says, nothing has changed. The houndstooth is still being petted. I like it. Sometimes you just have to pet the loom. I understand. Okay, Sue Ann says, Damascus edge sounds fancy, but it's really just a way of overlapping ends and tying knots. Okay, Sue Ann, I think you should just stay with the, yes, I'm doing Damascus edge. That's me. That does sound very fancy. Jennifer says it's cold in the studio. I can appreciate that. Mm-hmm. Lori says, hit the like button to show congested Chris some love. I love some alliteration there, my friend. I'll take it. That's awesome. Mary says, I decided to name my loom Luna. Oh, the new to me loom. Oh, Mary, that's a great name for a loom. I like it. Oh, here we go. Carrie says, M's and O's, circles and indents. Think of knot and crosses. That's a European thing, isn't it? I'm going to pretend like I know what that is, Carrie. What is a knot and cross? Connie says, as I weave, I plan future projects. Mm-hmm. My favorite middle granddaughter will be a doctor of psychology this summer. What? How is that possible, Connie? That cannot be right. I'm going to weave a queen-size coverlet for her. Oh, honey, that is the best. That is such a sweet gift and something she will hopefully treasure forever and ever and ever. Amazing. Amazing. Anne says, I'm weaving names on my new Inkle loom for Christmas. Ooh, aren't you fancy? Weaving names? That is awesome. Okay, so Anne, are you, is this one of those where you just assign a letter to a certain shaft, basically? Is that how it works? That's so cool. You guys are so stinking smart. What is Diana doing? Still working on bath towels because of company. Oh, sure, company. But slowly planning the next project of a Navajo rug. Ooh, Diana, that's going to be amazing. Priscilla says the October weave along is still on the baby neck. Priscilla, you have a few things happening at your house. Oh, hello, Lisa Pavlopoulos. Hello. I'm weaving a double weave blanket at 35 inches. Ooh, so Lisa, does that mean is it unfurled going to be 70 inches? Is that the goal? Or is it going to be finished at 35 inches? That sounds amazing. Oh, thank you, Elizabeth. See? Okay, anyone who could send me some phonetics is a friend of mine. Kesnick Loom, she says. Thank you. So you don't actually, I had too many syllables. Thank you, Elizabeth. I appreciate that. How am I feeling? Oh, yeah. Yes, I'm about 90%, I would say. COVID's gone, still a head cold lingering. Good times. Uh-huh. Yeah. Connie says my October weave along is waiting to be pressed. Okay, progress. I'll take it. Progress. Let's see. Sally says it's usually alpaca is going to take a Navajo weaving class in March. Oh, ooh, very cool. That'll be fantastic. That sounds wonderful. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Natalie Drummond. Thank you. She does the ice dye. See, you guys, perfect. You're right there to help me out because I can't remember all the names. Mm-hmm. Hello, Lori Klein. How are you? She said, I went to my guild meeting and got a big cone of bamboo. Ooh, So I need to get to the warping board and excited for Dye Day in February at our guild. We get to do our own warps. That's so fun, Lori. That sounds awesome. I'm so glad you're here. By the way, speaking of dyeing things, I don't know if you guys have connected with Amanda Baxter, but she did this great live, like a Facebook Live yesterday, and she showed the process of her dyeing. I get the impression it's kind of a custom warp for someone who had ordered a warp. It was the coolest thing. She's just trying to get into the kind of the live thing, but if you guys do Facebook, go check out Amanda Baxter Shiny Dimes. If you Shiny Dime Fibers. She does all kinds of she does great work. Yep. Let's see. Boy, I skipped all over the place, didn't I? Let's see. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, Kathy, is that what you have? A Kesnick? Kesnick, listen to me. Kesnick loom. Like I know how to say it. Sky has a Sievers floor loom. They don't even sell it anymore. Can't get any real info about it, but I can send photos to anyone who'd like to help me figure this out. Sky, how wonderful. Sky, I'm going to put this up here for you too, my friend. If you do Facebook, and it'd be lovely if you did, you could join us at the Acting Creative community. We have a Facebook group that is, it's kind of a mix of like Live at the Loom stuff, as well as kind of weave along things. So anyways, come over and join us. That's a great place to put pictures, because I know there's no graceful way to put pictures with our live stream here today. But yeah, we'd love to have you join us over there. That would be awesome. That would be fantastic. Hello, I saw Linka snuck in. Hello, Linka. How are you? Sally suggested check the tie-ups. They may be twisted. Sandra's on. Hello, Sandra from Edmonton. I love this. You guys, this is fantastic. Okay, Chris Hadaway is here. Woohoo! Okay, is it Alexis? I'm so sorry, honey. What's your favorite coverlet resources? I think I'm exhausted. Everything available on YouTube. Oh, Connie, that's a good question. What are your favorite coverlet resources? I like it. I like that. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Kim says, I let the kids try weaving on my loom at the demo yesterday. I'm working on cutting out what they did and getting back to my towels. Kim, that was always a decision I had to make when I do demos. Is that, do I let someone else sit at my loom and do the demo? For the most part, it was no. For the most part, I was like, no. You can ask questions. You can stand there and watch, but you can't actually do it. That was typically, especially with someone I didn't know, I was like, no, it's not. Okay, so Lisa's doing a double weave. Oh, this is gonna be a big beast. It'll be 35 inches. It'll open up to twice that, 70-ish. Lisa, that's gonna be awesome. See? Lisa asked, what guild does Lori belong to, and do they let outsiders in? Lori, you're in the Northwest, right? Is that Okay, friends, look at all this. Yes. Yes, Sky is called the Acting Creative Community. Yes. Yep, that's exactly right. 487. What? We're rounding up to 500 members here in our group. That's amazing. Alexis, I can call you Tiger. Ooh, I'll remember that, sister. That sounds great. Excellent. Yes, Lori says my local guild is in Salem, Oregon. Right? Okay, friends. I think it is time for us to weave. Boy, did you see me to like hot flash, like right on the screen, yes. It happens. That is part of the joy of being a middle-aged woman. Okay, so let's talk about what I have on the loom. Okay, so do I have a book? I do have a book. Okay, so once upon a time, as in just a couple months ago, I started an Overshot project because I was like, okay, I'd asked you guys what to do next, and you were like, do some Overshots. I was like, okay, great, I'll do some Overshot. So I found out of my by the way, coverlet patterns, this would be my suggestion if you can get a copy here. Also, if you like, I'm guessing for coverlet, you're thinking Overshot. That's kind of the standard. Doesn't have to be, but if you're thinking Overshot, also handweaving.net has a million options there too. But I like to pull out a book because I love a book. And I decided I was going to do this guy right here, a German pattern, which cracks me up every time because I'm always like, okay, like the Germans only had one. No. So this is basically I did a project all using this option right here, the German pattern. But by the time I got done, friends, I was like, oh, but I want to do it again. So I turned around and set the loom right back up for the exact same thing. So, but this time I have a different size. My warp are completely different yarns, different sizes, different, all the things. Spacing's different, all that stuff. But what I want to do with this one is really play with, pardon me, different treadlings, maybe some different tie-ups. We'll see. Because, you know, Marguerite gives us all these options. So I want to play with those. So, by the way, you all have to act surprised when you see this project in a Handwoven Experience episode in the very near future. So just act shocked, like you've seen it. It's all new. Okay, so here is what I decided to do. By the way, do you recognize this color? It's a little mocha mousse. Yes, it is our Pantone color of the year, mocha mousse. And whether you love mocha mousse or not, I was like, I'm up for the challenge. I would like to incorporate it into a project. So here's what I did. I decided that I started with the mocha mousse. I'm like, okay, what colors do I want to put with this? Blue and brown is I love that combo. I could really do blue and brown projects for the rest of my life and never be bored. That's just the truth. But I wanted kind of a fun, kind of a gradient kind of thing. So I went from a blue. You got to watch me. Okay, I went from mocha mousse, and then I did every other with kind of a grayish blue kind of here into a more vivid blue. And then I thought, you know, I got this black, it's about the same size. So I worked it all the way over to the black. Now, in this instance, it was really easy, friend. I either did a solid color or I did every other one as I transitioned from one solid to another solid to another, you know what I mean? Like I just alternated them. That's how I got that kind of shading effect, if you will. So what I think is so fun when you do a overshot project like this is that if you have a dark background, I love to use lighter colors to actually make the pattern pop. That's kind of that's what I really over the years have kind of learned is that you can do so much if you have a really interesting kind of a dark background. Use lighter colors for the weft. They kind of pop off of the screen. So here is my crazy little set of experiments. And like I said, you'll hear more about this in an upcoming episode. So, you know, act surprised. Okay, so I'm gonna actually lean you over first so you can kind of see. Okay. So here's what I've been doing. I took the basic threading. I actually kind of disregarded all of Marguerite's stuff, and I took the threading and started to play with how can I tweak it. Because when I went through Marguerite's options in the book there, what I found is that the top two are very similar looking. So I'm like, okay, well, what if I throw it all out the window? And what if I start and just kind of, it's a 2-2 basically is how the tie-ups are. So what if I just marched my feet from the left to the right and saw what happened there? So this is what happens when I I'm sorry, it's the one before this. You can't quite see that. But I started there and I was like, okay, how do I then start to kind of create my own pattern? How do I start to take the threading that's there and then mess with the treadling so I have a really interesting pattern that I want to do. So do you want me to get, oh, I'm sorry, Lori, do you want me to get even closer? Here, let me see if I can do it. I'm always nervous that the whole like device is gonna like pop right out. Can you see that? There we go. I love the kind of skinny diamond kind of effect. I think that's just a really interesting look. And here, let me show you this too. So what I did is I've got I have this, it's kind of a shiny, right? It's pretty, this, it's kind of a mocha mousse, a little more rust, I would say, but I have this for the background weft because you always have to have two wefts for overshot. So I have this for the background weft. And then I have this pretty collection of yarns for the pattern weft. Let me show you a little closer. Here's what I did. I pulled together five yarns is what I got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See that? So some are like a more solid kind of a creamy color. Some have a little more textured to it. They're all different fibers because I'm not going to worry about it. Like this sucker is not going to go anywhere near a washing machine. I'm just not going to do it because of the mix of fibers. And I mean, this is just an experiment. And if I make any actual items, it'll be like table runners. So we'll dry clean those puppies if they need it. But I'm not going to worry about putting them near water. I don't want to risk the kind of shrinkage, bleeding kind of whole combination, especially because these yarns I pulled together, I basically went by size. Like they're not all the same fiber. They're not. Nope. But I was like, okay, they'll all be good in the warp. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm living dangerously. So let me show you then the pattern du jour, like what I'm working on. And I am still kind of finessing things. I'm hoping to come up with a couple different fun options for us. But here we go. If you have never done Overshot before, here is kind of how the way it goes. You always have the two shuttles, right? You want the background weft to be about the same size as your warp or smaller. This one is smaller, as a matter of fact. And you want this one to be much bigger because it's supposed to kind of float over the surface and cover your fabric. So here we go. This guy is always plain weave or tabby, whatever you want to call it here. So this one always goes first, at least when I do it. This is my recommended method, is that always have the background go first. It's a follow the leader kind of situation. So put that there. Let me see if I remember where I am. All right. So on the version that I'm doing now, I'm going to do 3 passes of each of, so basically you see I have shafts 1 and 2 lifted here. I'm going to do that 3 times. And I can do that because I have floating selvages on either side. And this lovely little guy is going to hold it all together. That's the whole magic of Overshot. So here we go. Let's send that over that way. So this is the first time. You can count with me. Again, follow the leader. Start with the background. Background weft goes first. This is number 2. This is number 2. Can I get the balloons to go? When I was talking to Laura earlier, I had the balloons going. Will it go now? No? See, here's my challenge with technology, is that it does stuff when I'm not interested in doing stuff. And when I want it to, nope. My iPad's like, no thanks. I'm busy doing other things. Okay, this is number, let's see, wait. This is number 3. This is the third pass here. But as you saw, I just kept pushing on the same treadle for 3 times. So now I'm going to switch to the next one. So if you could see my feet below, I'm literally just going from the left, marching it over to the right. So now I've got shafts 2 and 3 are lifted. And I'm going to do that 3 times. Dun, da, da, da. It's kind of meditative. Like, I like a pattern that is interesting but easy. Does that make sense? I have learned about myself over time that if I have to constantly be referring to some notes about what the treadling is, I get very uninterested very fast. I don't know. Are you guys like that? I know some of you love some complicated patterns, which is amazing. But if it's too much, if I can't keep it in my head, then I don't love it. I don't love it. That's for sure. All right. So that was my 3 of that one. All right. Let's move things around without jumping warp yarns here. All right, so now I have 3 and 4 lifted. All right, here we go. So I get to do another 3 of these. Just like that. Now, okay, what's fun, friends, is that as you are doing Overshot, boy, it goes fast. Especially if you have this nice chunky weft, man, you can cover some ground. Let me just tell you, it is, I think that's part of why when I finished the last project, I was like, oh no, I want to keep going. It went too fast, which doesn't happen very often with a weaving project. That's not usually the drill with a weaving project. All right. So then this is our next one in the repeat, which is 4 and 1. Now, what's interesting is that when I did the German pattern, the top one for the last project, I never used 1 and 4. It wasn't part of the treadling at all. So it's been kind of fun to use all all of the options. It's been fun. All right, so 3 of these. Here we go. Okay, so tell me, have you done some Overshot? Are you excited to do some Overshot? I think our fabulous gatekeeper is in the middle of some Overshot right now. That's correct, right, Lori? Is that what you're doing? It's fun. It is. It's if you like some patterns, woo! Overshot's the way to go. All right. So, okay. So let me show you. Jennifer's like, nope, haven't done any. It's okay. That's all right. That's all right. Okay, so we just did. Let's see. We started here. We just did this much right there together. That's what we did. Dun, da, da, da. How fast did that go? Right? I mean, I wove for what? No, 6 minutes, maybe something just like that. I like that pattern though. I think I'm gonna. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna keep fiddling with that. I think there's a lot. There's so much potential. Do you know what I mean? When you get I think it's fun when you get your teeth into a project and you're like, oh, it's going to be so good. Right? I know it's happened to you too. Okay. Let's see. I think it's time to finish up strong. Linka said she did a bunch of Overshot scarves last year. Nice. Overshot was the 3rd thing I ever did. Carrie, we love that about you. Let's see. Yes. Lori's like, yes, I am doing Enigma Overshot. Oh, interesting. Sherry's all in favor of the work colors. I'm glad you like them. Thank you, my friend. Connie says, yep, I've done Overshot. And coverlets, pillows, runners, they are so much fun. Lori says, when I've tried to wind 2 threads in a shuttle, it was a mess. Please demo how you combine multiple threads in a shuttle someday. Oh, Lori, that's a great one. You know what? It's not actually any kind of science. Use a, oh, look at that. I knew there was a knot in the thread somewhere. It's right there. Basically, here's the key. Use a big old long shuttle that you can wind directly onto. That's the whole trick. There we go. Next question. What other problems can I solve, friends? Yeah. It's just use a big shuttle that has a long runway so that the yarns aren't turning all the time. That's the challenge. You can't really do it gracefully. They just wind on differently, and you can't control that. So. Yeah, thank you. Sue Ann says, I love Overshot. So much fun. I've been experimenting with inlaying sections of Overshot. Ooh, that's very slick. I like it. Laura's all in favor. I'm glad you like it. What is it, Sam? Please ask people to answer all questions. Oh. For the to get into the group, yes. For the Facebook group right here. Make sure to answer all the questions. That's the key to getting in. It's kind of part of our way to kind of I don't want to say filter, but just make sure that we have people that are genuinely interested in weaving, and we don't have people that are up to no good. Yep. Lori says I found an amazing Overshot pattern in handwoven magazines. It's next on my wish list. Very good. Excellent. Gemma says, love me some Overshot, though I'm still on crackle duty with the floor loom. I like it. Sue Ann says, for double threads on bobbins, I wind a partial bobbin and hold that end and an end from a cone. Oh, got it. So you have like different sources. Was that what you do? That's smart. Yeah, very smart. Okay, friends, let's finish strong, shall we? This week on Handwoven Experience, there was something. What do we do? Oh, replacement heddles. That's what we did. Replacement heddles. That's what we talked about on Handwoven Experience. And I don't know how often you guys incorporate those, but they are a lifesaver in certain key instances. So you don't have to spend all that time and energy redoing a whole threading. Just whip up a couple replacement heddles and off you go. So that was a good one this week. Also, do not forget that with the Acting Creative Insiders, let me put this little nugget right there. Tonight we're doing our small group Zoom chat. Oh, I'm excited. It is always such a treat to get to hang out with some of you. And we do it on the 3rd Thursday of every month for the rug shuttle tier and the ski shuttle tier, right? So come on over, join us. I'll see you tonight at 7 p.m. Just like that. Let's see. We talked about the Facebook group already. Do not forget, if you aren't yet part of the getting the love notes on the email list on Wednesdays, which we're going to go back to just Wednesdays. I promise you. There's been a lot of emails because I'm promoting the Dress Your Loom course. But yes, every Wednesday you'll get a sweet little love note from me. And it'll give you a direct link to all the free resources that are coming out on a weekly basis. What else is on my list? Boy, this has been great today. Oh, let's see. Yes. Oh, we did so good today. By the way, just as a kind of parting thought, just as an idea, I was talking to a teammate the other day, and she was like, "What if we made Live at the Loom? What if there's a podcast option?" Now, here's my question: is that weird because you can't see what's happening at the Loom, or would that still be okay? You could just kind of listen as you're out and about around town. Weigh in on that for me for just a moment, if you would, because we are kind of kicking it around. I think the idea would be that we would just take an episode and we could make it, put it on podcast outlets, but it would be, this kind of format. Let me know. Yay, nay. Are you a podcaster? Are you, where do you stand there? Let me know. I'm a finicky podcaster. I have to say, like, I will listen as long as their voice doesn't make me crazy. That sounds very kind of she of me, doesn't it? No, Carrie, it wouldn't be instead of Live at the Loom. It would be in addition. It would be, yeah. Sam's like, nope. No, it's not instead of Live at the Loom. We would still have this always. The idea is that we would just take the audio and put it on as a podcast as another option for folks. People are not warming up to that. Okay, that's good enough. That's good feedback, friends. That's yeah. Kathy says, my sister-in-law would love a podcast. Cindy, weird because you couldn't see what you were weaving. Yes, right? Mm-hmm. Sandra says, a podcast would be good for Q&A. Yeah. Priscilla, I don't do great at keeping up with podcasts. Fair enough. Lori, I love a podcast. Wow, we're all over the board. Okay. All right. Carrie, I can listen to Live at the Loom without having to watch. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. All right. That's a mixed bag, friends. That's okay. Sky says, not one for podcasts, but if others enjoy them, great. Visual. Sure. Of course, Sky. That makes sense. Yeah. Really enjoying the live captioning and seeing all your energy. Don't know where you get that with COVID. Yeah. Oh, it's been a journey, Sky, but I'm so glad you're here. Chris says, I often turn on Live at the Loom, but only listen as I go about the insanity of my day. So I say, if you can easily transfer it, go for it. Lori's been listening to podcasts since 2004. Oh, wow. Connie, I don't do many podcasts, but would listen. However, I would miss everyone's comments. But like Sandra said, great for Q&A. Okay. Tamison, listen to podcasts at work. Ernie, I can't imagine Live at the Loom as a podcast because you can't see the chat, right? Yes, that is part of it, right? Linka, because it feels like a conversation, it's nice to see your face, but I think it could work as a podcast. Gemma, podcast is a great idea. I love listening to long thread media when out of floor loom, so I don't have to watch, but get to hear thread art people. Yeah, Lori, yeah, exactly. It would be a podcast in addition to Live at the Loom. It wouldn't be instead of. No, I would never miss. Are you kidding? No, I would never miss this. Come on. This is staying forever, never, never. Lori says, I'm not in the podcast wagon. Fair enough. See, that's why I ask, friends. That's why I ask. Okay. Thank you for the feedback. I appreciate that genuinely. We will take that all into consideration and we'll we'll noodle. We'll noodle on the idea. Lori, she says that would mean I would be fired. You were never fired, girlfriend. That's not just you and your cute little thumbs can just figure it out. Where you're never fired. No. Suanne says some podcasts do a video also and publish on YouTube and also a podcast app. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That would be kind of the idea, I think. All right. Well, I'll keep it posted. What comes of that idea, if anything. We will. We'll see. All right, friends. Oh, okay. So let me not forget that I'm not here next week because this girl is going to go on vacation. Yep. My folks are snowbirds and they're in Florida, and I'm going to go soak up some vitamin D for a week and hopefully get rid of whatever's lingering in my nose and feel better. So mark your calendar. It's going to be 2 weeks before we get back to Live at the Loom. Next week, the goal is to eat as much seafood as humanly possible, and drink a heck of a lot of iced tea and wear my sandals for the whole week. I don't care what temperature it is. I'm wearing my sandals the entire week. So mark your calendars. We won't be back next Thursday, 2 Thursdays. That's when we are going to be back for more Live at the Loom, and probably more Overshot, which would be very exciting. So everyone, have a wonderful couple of weeks. You know what your homework is. You got 2 weeks to do it. Find a moment, find some time, do something creative just for you, friends, just for you. Just a little something, not for friends, family, kids, grandkids, neighbors, pets. Nope, something creative just for you. Listen, that little voice. It's good for your soul. All right, friends, have a wonderful couple weeks. Do not forget that the doors close at 4:00 for the Dress Your Loom course. And Lori, I think it's the 30th of January. I think there's one more in January. I think that's correct. Thank you for clarifying. Yes, yeah. I'll see you back in 2 weeks. Don't forget to register for the Dress Your Loom course. And of course, happy weaving.